My stocks this morning were so hot, so fiery. They exploded. The light was too bright. Not only did I need shades, I needed sunblock. I got a tan. What the hell? Welcome to the channel. This is where you go if you want to retire young. And yes, all of the stocks I mentioned last week went through the roof. Okay? We're going to take a look at the charts today, see what happened. Why did the market rally? Why did the market crash? Why are stocks going ballistic and what has happened? What should you buy and what should you not buy? We're going to take a look at it. We're going to look at my favorite stocks to buy for the week, for the month, and what exactly is going on. But first, before we get into it, I want to give a little bit of an education. Okay? Remember, if you're subscribed, you already know. This is for the new people. Listen up. Hold on. Okay. So, if you woke up this morning and you saw everyone making money, everyone's making money, 20%, 30%, 50%, 70%, 100%. If you're GameStop, 150%. If you see everyone on the internet celebrating, popping champagne, eating mozzarella, carving up ribeyes, eating crab legs, okay, playing in the sun, just like I was doing, I was dancing. I was playing the Percolator song as I was watching CCIV go through the roof. I woke up this morning half dead, okay? I could barely open an eyeball, but I opened it. I forced them both open because I had to make a sale. I had to pick up my phone and I had to sell some stocks, okay? Because that's what smart traders do. When they're up and they're in the green, we don't get greedy, we sell. Now, what I wanted to educate you on for new traders and people that aren't subscribed, because my subscribers know, you were missing out on these gains. So what you did was you jumped in. And let me show you exactly where you jumped in. Let's go to the screen. So this is where you jumped in, okay? Maybe it was Churchill, maybe it was a different stock. You jumped in here, okay? You didn't jump in, you jumped out a window, okay? Because you got in after the rally happened and the stock's diving. All the stocks are diving, and you're wondering, why are the stocks diving now? Why do they dive right when I get in? Because you're looking for the quick returns. You were supposed to get in last week when me and my team, we were all loading up on stocks, shares, adding the dips, buying it up. You weren't doing that. Why? I don't know why. But you bought in here, and then the stock plummeted, and then you probably sold down here. What are you doing? What are you doing? You don't buy in after the rally. No. After the rally is when you're selling. And that's what I did. We sold. No matter what stock you're in. This morning when everything was up 20, 30, 50, 70%, you don't get greedy. You sell. If the stock goes another 20%, you don't go, oh, man, I could have sold it higher. Who cares? You locked in money. So pretty much you boarded the boat, but the boat you boarded was the Titanic, and it hit an iceberg. But that's okay, all right? I'm gonna heal your wounds. If you did jump in after the profit-taking sell-off, that was profit-taking. When a stock runs up this high, there's a bunch of stocks. Every stock pretty much ran up Friday and this morning. Everyone's now getting out when a stock runs up that much. How much higher do you want it to go? It can't go much higher. This is already ridiculous. The stocks went through the roof. Now they got to come back through the roof, back to the basement, so we go load up and do it again. You're kind of inverted. You're buying it when you should be selling it. So make those corrections. So now what you do, this is how you fix it. This is how you heal the Band-Aid, heal the wound with the Band-Aid. You wait. You just wait. You Grandpa Buffy buff it, and you sit back. You wait. Let's take a look at a few stocks that I'm watching. All right, we'll first look at Churchill because that's on my screen, and then we'll look at a few other stocks that I like for the week. So Churchill, rumors, still rumors. Nothing really confirmed. A few articles came out. You could Google those articles and find out about them. A bunch of people have their theories on it, whatever. All we know is that this thing still looks very good, and it's trading at $24.75 right now with 10 minutes to close. If this stock can hold this $24 level, this thing can continue to bounce around and consolidate. Good thing down here is that RSI cooled down. It's not hot potatoing. It hot potatoed, so it had to come down. That was the hot potato. I woke up, this stock was at 35. The stock's insane, and it's holding. This stock was just at like 19 bucks, 17 bucks a few days ago. Now it's chilling in the mid-20s. This stock can continue to run. So bullish and bearish scenario, if this holds 24, I think this can head up and test 28. If it breaks down below 24, 23 will be the next test. If 23 fails, we're going deeper to 22. And this thing could continue to downtrend in this zone, continue to downtrend until we get real news, which is supposed to come unexpected. Now listen, here's another public service announcement you're learning today. When the whole internet thinks that there's going to be a merger, they're going to announce news on a Monday and they're going to merge, it's not going to happen. That's not how the stock market works. The stock market works when you least expect it to work. So they're going to let this thing cool down. They're going to let a lot of people exit. They're going to do something. Something's going to happen to where eventually when you least expect it, they announce it and it shoots up through the roof. That's my personal opinion. That's Churchill. On to the next one. Okay, so we got BB. No, not Best Buy. No, not BBs like as in ping ping. Nor is it Blackberry as in the fruit. So Blackberry, this is another one. I was fortunate to get in the 12s around here right before the breakout. This stock went whoop on Friday and then it gapped up today. Whoop, all the way up to here to 21 from 12. $8 gain per share. Insane. It's almost 100%. Banana move. This stock has a lot of good positive news. Forums, Robinhooders, everyone is juicing this thing. Everyone's pumping this thing. They're trying to have this be the next GameStop. And it's very possible. I mean, it's already making the insane moves. So this thing can keep going, but it has already run, just like all the other stocks. So you have to wait now. It's not a good time to buy. Wait until this thing cools down. It hot potatoed. It's still cooling down. This was a very, very hot potato. This was made by NASA, and they use hot stuff. So for scenarios on Blackberry, this thing needs to probably linger around 17 to continue bullish. But if it breaks down below 17, it's most likely going to fall to 14, close this gap area. So 14 would be a good entry if you want to get into the stock long term. I do like this company long, but you have to pivot. You have to move as the stock moves. Just like I would say that this stock is a buy on Friday, today I would say no, not so much, because it made this massive move. No one expected it to jump this much this fast. So price targets, projections as to where the stock will move, it's always changing. That's why you need to stay on top of these stocks on a daily basis if you're investing in them or if you're looking to invest in them. Another one that did some crazy moves was AMC. Right now it's up 25%. It was much higher than that. It was almost at $5. It's at $4.39 right now with a few minutes left until close. So I noticed these little circles that I drew, it kept bottoming in this area. So when I saw this multiple times, I drew this support line here, dropped it in where the circles were, and I should have entered here, but I was watching too many other stocks and I missed this one, but it did what I thought it was going to do. Every time I hit this circle, it ran up. It ran up. Right here, it didn't. It ran down. That's why it's always good to have a bullish and bearish scenario, because if the stock did come down here and I was watching it at this time, I would have bought it. But I also would have exited right when it fell below this line. So you have to be prepared to take losses, get out, wait for it to come back up, cross back over this line. It made this fourth circle, get in, try again, and guess what? This time you're right, whoop, and you can ride those gains. So I missed out on this one, but that's okay because there's a new trade every single day you could take advantage of. So AMC is another crazy one. And then last but not least, IVR. IVR went on a run. I've been waiting for IVR forever. I was starting to grow gray hairs waiting for IVR. And guess what? IVR broke out. So IVR, crazy tear. Look at this. It's been trending in this area. Actually, let me delete all these trend lines. It's been trending in this area for some time. And it finally broke out. Once it broke out of this area, whoop, that's a green move. Whoop, busted up. 357 to 388 is a big jump. Might not sound like a lot, but when you do the math, that's an 8% move. That's nice. And even more if you would have bought down here on the bottom support That's almost a 20% move. So you got bottom support down here at 324, 323, somewhere around there. You got top support. Draw them channels. Once you find out where them channels are, you know if it breaks below or if it breaks above, green or red flag. You can pivot and adjust and ride those moves. Last but not least, space. Virgin Galactic. This one I talked about last week, and this one's going on a crazy run as well. RSI didn't want to cool down. Remember in the video I said I would prefer this to not hot potato because I want cheap shares. But it might not give me that opportunity, and it didn't. It kept running up. This thing went on a crazy run. Right around here, I was watching it. I wanted it to come down to this orange Tony Hawk half pipe formation and then ride it up. I didn't get that opportunity. It just went up. Virgin Galactic is a beast. It's going to keep going. So RSI is still burning up. This rocket is very hot. What I think it's going to do is I think it's going to cool down, but it's going to cool down more horizontal rather than a vertical cool down. I think it's going to come down like this rather than straight down deeper into the high 20s. I think it's going to stay above the 30s, and it's going to do this, and then it's going to continue up the Tony Hawk half pipe formation. So the stock market is absolutely crazy today. I'm going to be pumping out a bunch of videos this week because volatility does not seem to stop. Your grandma down the street, little Johnny next door, they're all putting their money into this. Lunch money, bingo money, slot machine money, lottery money. Everyone's putting money into the stock market because they see that there's more upside. I think the lottery is $1 billion now. You know why it's $1 billion? Because no one's playing it. It's going to keep going up. The odds are too hard to win. Stock market, you put $20 in GameStop, you might make $1,000. So the stock market is where it's at. Your money needs to be working for you. Don't just spend your money. Put it in the markets, have it work for you, and then you'll be able to spend more later on when you want to. So that is it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be putting out a lot of videos this week on clean energy stocks I'm watching and getting into heavily. So hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, by hitting that subscribe, it's doing magical things. Tender. It's doing magical things. It's getting you a little bit closer to retiring young.